What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to the Call to Action channel. We're here today with a call to ReAction show for y'all right now. Today, it's going to be an amazing match. We have two new rookies going head-to-head. We have Robert the Spider Parker. I'm super excited to see Robert Parker's debut against Andres Ace Cabrera, and this is going to be an amazing match. I am so super pumped about this. Nat, how are you feeling, my dude?
I am so excited. It's been way too long since Robert Parker has been drafted to not see a match yet. And I am super excited because we actually covered him on AAA Live. And he knows his stuff, man. I can't wait to see how he does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about you, Alex? How you feeling?
I mean, I even said it the other day on Call Live, and some people said it was like I had a controversial opinion. Even Lucas even talked to me about it. He's like, yeah, man, you have some high standards. I'm like, I do have high standards, crazy high standards for Robert Parker. Thing is, I think he can fulfill them. He has immense potential. I've gone back and watched a lot of his old matches as someone that's involved in the fan leagues and everything, just for studying purposes. And not only does man know his stuff, but he's just been so hyped amongst Christian, Ellis, other Smets, all these other really great people in the community that we really respect and admire as Schmoedown personalities. So no pressure, kid. No pressure.
Definitely. I saw that episode of Call Live, Alex, and I totally understand where you were coming from and where Adelaide was coming from when talking about Robert Parker, because there's so much hype behind Parker right now. Everyone has been talking about him. All of the big people in the Schmoedown have been talking about him. And a lot of us don't necessarily know that much about him. Not all of us are going to go back and watch every single match that he played in the Fan League. So we can't really go back and tell from our own perspective how hyped up of a player Robert Parker is, or how good of a player Robert Parker is. But I think that most people from the fan leagues have nothing but confidence when it comes to this kid, especially with the backing that he has. That's a lot of pressure for Parker to put on his back, because Ace can just walk right in here and just kind of go through. If he wins, awesome. He took down Robert Parker, and that's totally what it was. If he loses, it's like people
like the year. Hello.
Oh my gosh, right?
Can you imagine if that were the case? I mean, I love Robert. He's fantastic. He's wonderful. But I kind of low-key want Ace to kind of walk away with it, just because it would be so unexpected. Yeah. And he seems like such a really awesome guy. I mean, I would love for that to happen. But it's just like, I really love both these people. So I don't want either one of them to lose.
I know.
Yeah.
The thing about like these people that Christian hypes up is like it's so hard to get behind them because the hype is just too much. But if you look at the people he's hyped up in the past, look at Chance Ellison, former champion, Paul Yama, former champion, Ethan Irwin, former champion. Like Christian knows what he's talking about when he's bringing these new people in. So I mean, he's clearly going to be good.
Yep. And that was Adelaide's argument against it. Every single person that has come up from the fan leagues has won a belt. Officially now that Kevin Smets is the Innergeekdom champion, anyone who has come up from the fan leagues has a belt. So Robert Parker does have that little bit of luck on his side. We'll see how it goes. But I definitely am, swag squad, drip, drip, baby. Woo, woo. So, yeah, Robert Parker is a really great dude. I've had the opportunity to talk to him and all of that stuff, and he's really sweet, very nice. So definitely pulling for Robert Parker on a personal level. When it comes to factions, I'm pulling for Swag Squad. Who y'all got? You got the Dungeon or Swag, Nat?
I've got the Dungeon. I can't bet against Robert Parker, man. Robert Parker is just such a cool dude. Like, on our anniversary stream, we talked about the Arkham games, and, man, I wish I was sober for that conversation.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, they're both like such really nice guys. I mean, I just had Robert Parker on Schmo Bates last week, and can we just have a conversation about just how like low-key mega buff he is? Like, I was like looking at his pics, I'm like, I'm sorry, you auditioning for Superman? Like, what's going on here? I was just like,
Robert Parker has been on all of our shows on the Call to Action Network. So Robert Parker is a friend of the Call to Action Network.
He is like low-key a co-host, actually.
He's been on all of our shows, so it's hilarious.
Yeah, we love the guy. for sure.
Alrighty, well, I'm super ready and super excited to watch this match because it debuted yesterday for Patreons. If you are not a Patreon on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, make sure that you sign up for the $10 and above tiers so you can get these matches early, so you can get these exhibition matches that are coming up with all of this stuff going on right now. Some entertainment is going to be very nice, and if you can help out and donate and sign up for that $10 and above tier on Patreon, go ahead and do that because this is going to be a lot of fun for us.
But just also to clarify, I know some people have asked as well about when exhibition matches are going to be made public, and they are going to be made public eventually. It's going to be, I believe, a month, like I think it's somewhere between 2 weeks and a month is when they go from Patreon exclusive to public. So something to keep that in mind. If you, obviously times are tough, and that's not something you can participate in. No pressure, obviously, but it is going to come to YouTube, so you are going to get that entertainment. Just a little delayed, so spoilers. Just giving you a heads up.
Yes. Wow, good information. I did not know that, so sign up for that stuff. Well, we are ready, and we are here to watch the match from today. Let's get this screen up. Woo! I am super pumped. I am super excited. Let's get this party started, y'all. Y'all ready?
Solid 40 minutes in the match. All right.
Let's do this.
It's your first game in the big leagues, so let me give you some advice. The first thing you do when you walk in there, insult your opponent.
Is that Adam Witt in the back?
When you go in there, you don't want your eyes shut.
No one moving.
You don't want to don't tell people to trust me. You understand? But if you get the opportunity,
Look at how small he looks.
good eye hope.
What's out of the back? Is that a bat?
I know more than anyone. You're not a good guess. Go out there, do your thing. Be out there to support you. There's some autograph signing session or everything else to pull with it. So
I don't know what that is.
Is that a sword?
So you stay your heart right. You're going to be the one doing autograph sessions at an Arby's off the Paul. I think it's the Paul, but I hope I didn't send you to the wrong place. But whatever. Listen, we're going to do this. Ready, kid? Come on!
Like, that was actually my favorite part of it. He was just casually hanging around the back with what could be a sword.
Oh, look at sweet baby.
Oh my God.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. What a matchup we have here, Ken, in the world of the Innergeekdom
situation. I'm into that.
You are going to look inward to become new young stars of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
It's the Tao of geekdom here. We're going inside the soul to find out how geeky you are. And I'll tell you what, I thought I was geeky at one point.
I
wrote
did
a book about
I do not have a whiteboard. I'm not playing with a whiteboard. Is anyone else playing with a whiteboard?
You have to know your stuff.
I don't know IG at all, really. I know like 5 IG movies.
I just know comic movie.
That's
it.
We'll test your
There's a
strength
lot
math.
of canon to sort through, Ken, but with these competitors here today, as
Too
you're
bad it's not
apparently
a park
getting
and rec
handed
trivia.
waters left and right, I haven't gotten one all day. Andres Cabrera versus Robert Parker. Here's the facts that we know about these two gentlemen. Combined, they weigh 140 pounds. Another point.
That's true.
Oh,
Is it with Andres Cabrera? Look, I've known Ace, as have you, a long time. We're big fans of Ace. He started out as an intern on the old Schmo's Snow Show, and now look at him. He is part of the First Cut YouTube channel. Subscribe there right now. Check out the First Cut, and check out the Meaning of podcast he does alongside Robert Butler III, Sabrina Ramirez, and occasionally my dog pops in. And then you look at Robert Parker. Okay, the spider. Now, look, I'll tell you a quick story. So I was doing some stand-up in Wisconsin. I was doing a run of colleges there because I'm successful. And I was going around peddling my wares. I get off stage at one of these Wisconsin universities. Who's in the crowd? Some kid named Robert Parker. And I say, well, nice to meet you. It's always nice to meet a fan. And he says, I'm actually not a fan of your comedy at all. I despise it. But he said that he's going to be in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And I was like, well, every boy needs a dream. Turns out he actually was a high draft pick when we had the draft. This kid knows magic.
First pick.
Your kid knows
Actual
magic.
magic.
Oh boy.
So upset at you about that, Robert.
He lived in Gryffindor for like 3 years.
The first pick in the second round for Kaiser.
This hurts my soul so much.
He went to
I got
Gryffindor.
my differences with Kaiser over the years, but I'll tell you what, he knows how to rally the troops. He knows how to train everybody there. And this is a big debut. It reminds me, it's not unlike April 1989, Ken Griffey Jr. for the Seattle Mariners. This super hyped debut.
What a sweet swing.
Sweet
Great
swing.
upper deck card.
He's the kid. Kaiser used to play basketball with him. True story. And you
Heard that story.
on opening day, there's so much pressure on a kid like that making their debut when they're hyped. They're number one in the upper deck card set. There's a lot going on. Can you deliver on that pressure? I think Ace Andres Cabrera, who we know from the Meaning of podcast. I worked with him on Casterly Talk. Worked with him on Clark Jedi Council during that.
Is he a big nerd?
He's a big nerd.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to lose. He hasn't been seen around these parts since season 2. He's making his
Nothing to
return.
lose.
Ace Cabrera's got nothing to lose. He's going to come in here and take big swings. Robert Parker has a lot to lose because he's hyped. And if he loses, where's that hype go? Flutters away like some kind of convor in Star Wars.
Oh, this is going to be a fun match indeed. Andres Cabrera, the most well-hydrated competitor the Schmoedown has ever seen, versus Robert Parker, whose only weakness is a can of Raid. Let's take a look at their pre-match interviews right now.
That was good. I'm not gonna lie. That was really solid.
So I also announced, and this is something that we said because Brian knows this name, you know this name. I don't know if you know this name, but do you know the name Robert Parker?
Oh, snap, son.
That was like January of last year, probably. No.
I know. That feels like that was so long ago.
It feels like forever and a day ago.
Yes.
Robert the Spider Parker.
Oh my God.
2018, I said my pick for Rookie of the Year was going to be Ethan Irwin. 2019, I said it would be Kevin Smith. Choice for Rookie of the Year in 2020 is this kid.
And he hadn't even played.
Parker.
Like,
Come and get this belt if you want. The dungeon is about to go undefeated.
oh, the heck? What is going on?
I love this.
So Kaiser has nailed down.
Peaky Blinders. Yes.
Look at it. He's going to be the Rookie of the Year.
Pretty much undefeated in all of the
Yay,
families.
look at everyone.
He pretty much killed Mets in the family.
Spence talks about
Legit.
this like he's a real player. This strategy
Oh, that's
is
so cool.
saying we're playing the long game.
Parker versus Aces will end in a bloodbath with Parker winning by second round KO.
No.
Damn.
That definitely ain't about
I don't think so. Y'all know about Ace. He a bad mother. Shut your mouth. He's like a
Drip,
stormtrooper,
drip.
man. He ain't never missed.
Oh, look at that DBT
Goku
out
in
there.
there.
Oh, I'm good for that getup.
Boy, He's
Absolutely.
really like Superman. He ain't got no weaknesses. Like
Goku.
You got kryptonite, though. You know that, man.
He's gonna live forever in these rounds. Like my boy Voldemort. He ain't never dying. Not never.
Voldemort dies in the last movie, man.
No spoiler alert.
I love this.
You know, Winston Marshall may be a big deal at Santa Fe Wonderfest, but here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, buddy, you can drip on this, because your boy Ace is about to get knocked out.
Oh,
That's Robert Parker.
agile.
To deliver, I'm taking a chance on me.
Take a chance, my ass. This kid Ace is about to get whooped.
He's here to have fun. He's
I
got
think-
nothing to lose. Just have fun, baby.
Bro, I'm here to have fun. I got nothing to lose. He's got all the pressure. I'm just here to show up, have fun, smile, and if I beat him, then that's just bonus points for me, man.
Hey, I think
You ready for this?
the dungeon was a perfect
drip,
spot.
Baby, drip.
Drip, drip. The dungeon was
Wow,
a
this
perfect
shit's
spot
so
for
nice.
Robert Parker, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
I think his personality and what he can do with it is an amazing fit for
Yeah.
the dungeon. Good fucking move, Kaiser, for sure.
I do think it's solid. I apparently it was between Parker and Janine about who's going to be drafted in that spot.
Wow.
That was like the big conversation.
All right, can you see there? Look, I like what I'm seeing. I like the moxie I'm seeing from these two young men. Their combined age is 24, and I think that they're ready to compete here today.
I have gray hairs in my beard, older than both of them. But here's the thing. We speak a lot about Kaiser, but you can see right there, Winston Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winston Marshall,
Team swag.
swag squad. I think you can accomplish a lot with Winston in your corner, and Andres Cabrera has someone in his corner who can get him over the edge. This is going to be great here. Strengths coming into this. I know
Tail
Andres
of the
Cabrera's
tape.
strengths include
Tail
Star
of the
Wars,
tape.
Harry Potter, and of course, making Robert Butler III laugh during podcasts.
Oh.
What a sweet laugh it is. And as far as Robert Parker goes, the guy knows his MCU films,
Wisconsinite.
he knows his Harry Potter movies, and he knows how to get a great deal on a huge cheese
Wisconsin.
log. He's from
Robert.
Wisconsin.
I love this.
All right.
You ready?
I'm
You
ready.
feel
I'm
it?
so pumped about
It's
this
time
match.
for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Good throaty crowd here today, Ken. Handling the introductions will be you. I'm ready for the golden throat.
All right. That is also the name of one of my movies. All right. Introducing first.
Oh my gosh! You know what I just realized? Nat, Danie, you feel like low key right now.
I can't hear you.
You guys are twinning.
Yeah, we have
I
said that earlier.
I did not realize that until now.
Yeah.
I'm not observant.
Don't mind our COVID hair.
I can't even do it.
Winston Marshall, Robert Butler the third. There he is.
Subscribe to the meeting on
He's got the Potter glasses.
Are those Potter glasses?
Did he draw the scar?
Look at this. His team is ready to go. They're buoyant. They're jubilant. They're dancing around. Winston Marshall dressed as a character whose powers
What is like if Andrew's giving them little tips and tricks about it? Are they like study partners or what's the deal?
Cannons 10,000.
It's Andres Cabrera with the glasses on.
Drip, drip.
Andres is the guy that you want to
The drip.
swipe right on life. I'm telling you, man. Look at that guy up there. Look at him.
Is
Look
there
at
a
him.
life map where you go like a
Yeah,
dating
just
app
in
or-
life, people should swipe right on Andres. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We don't know if he's single, ladies, but if he is, it's your lucky day.
All right. Have you seen that water jug? He is. Here we go. And his opponent, accompanied by his manager, Kaiser, representing the dungeon, and making his Innergeekdom debut. This is
I feel like a proud mom right now for whatever reason.
Nice, well dressed. Look at this kid.
It looks like he's going to an audition.
That's even well dressed for guys.
Oh, good job, sweet baby. You did it, buddy. Woo!
Around the studio. He's
Like, oh my gosh, did he cry? I would cry.
He just did his round. You get it.
Oh, he's taking the jacket off.
I'm so
Roll
pumped.
up the sleeves, boy. Roll up the sleeves.
So pumped for Robert Parker. Good job,
great.
man. Good luck.
mom and flower shops.
That's right. Robert Parker dressed in a night. Kaiser dressed like a street tough in the film The Rocketeer. So now we have Robert Parker set as he gets his cufflinks ready. Andres Cabrera, Ace always ready to go. Gentlemen, this is your
That
first
bow
time.
tie.
That's
This
top
is
watch.
the Movie
Or
Trivia
no,
Schmoedown
the pocket
Innergeekdom.
watch.
So
Oh
I
my
will
God.
read the rules of play for each round. In round number one, it's a contest of knowledge with a point valued at each question. 10 questions total in round number one. They come from 10 different corners of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Innergeekdom Galaxy. Like I said, each question, it's worth a point. If you miss it, it's fine. There's no penalty for
I
missing
am
a
drinking
question.
out of my
There's no
Star
stealing
Wars
in round
mug
number one. We're going to ask the question
for
up here at the answer desk.
Innergeekdom.
As
So
soon as we ask it, you have about
I have
15 seconds to
my
write down your best attempt at an answer
little
on
back.
the whiteboard in front of you. Try to spell as best you
Right.
can. Try to be as legible as you can.
Right.
Once we address you
Nice.
by name, that's your cue to show what you wrote to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize your attempt at an answer into the
The good kid.
microphone. It's a 3-round match, gentlemen. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. So if you didn't hear a question right, you want to buy yourself another 15 seconds, use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point throughout the 3-round
I gotta learn
match.
sign
You didn't
language
the way
just for
question
the
was
rules.
asked, you think maybe your competitor didn't get the right answer.
I can
use a
record it and then
challenge.
they can just put me
I
like
think
at
that's
the
it for
bottom
rules.
of the
So,
screen.
Robert the Spider Parker, what's your
Oh man, that would be
first
really
time on
solid. That
this
really would
platform? How
be.
you feeling?
If anyone knows how to do that, please do that. That would be awesome to watch.
Andres Cabrera, it's good to see you,
It's a
sir. We've been
wonderful
buddies a
thing.
long time. How does this stage feel to you?
I feel good. I'm here to have fun, man. I'm here to have fun and smile. And
I feel so bad for him.
nerd.
Hey.
So
Ace is just like, I'm here. Yo.
Ken, I feel like you and I are more nervous than these two.
Look, I'll tell you what. This is a lot riding on this for these two gentlemen here. But I like Andres' attitude of having fun.
All right, you're ready. You're ready. You're ready. Then there's only one thing left to say. Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
3 rounds to a finish.
Wait, baby, do this. Oh, I'm nervous.
Finish.
Did I say that right?
I don't know.
I think I said it right.
Some dad of two is laughing at me back there.
That's right. Grandpa Harloff has been nipping on the cough medicine for quite some time. Your first question comes in the world of the DCEU. We're still calling it that. The DCEU, your question. Who plays the character of Shazam in Shazam?
I got it. Do you have it?
Here I put an exclamation.
Can I say it or no?
You did that really well.
Sounds like a cleaner.
Wait until Matt's done writing and then say it.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Robert Parker.
Zachary Levi.
That is correct. With an exclamation point, does Ace have it?
Zachary Levi.
Yes, he does. You're on
You just need to get that first answer out.
Wrong now.
the nerves
Little
out
baby
there.
softball out of the way real quick.
All right.
Oh, she's gonna go get her
So your
whiteboard.
second question. Out of
I'm
10
not gonna get
first
my.
Come to the
Wait, maybe I
category
should get
of Star Wars. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Aside from Luke
Star
Skywalker, who else ignited Luke's green-bladed lightsaber?
I don't know this.
If I had a lightsaber, I'd let everyone ignite it.
If I
I
had
know
a
this
lightsaber.
answer.
No? Okay. 5,
4.
I think I do.
One like in your
3.
I could be
college
wrong.
dorm room.
2.
I have no
1.
clue.
I did
Is
it.
it Han
All
Solo?
right. First question. First answer coming in from Ace.
Darth Vader.
That's correct for a point.
Oh, I did not know it.
That
No,
is
except
correct.
Vader.
I have yet to get the question right.
All right.
All
Next
right.
question is in the realm of Middle Earth, where Ken spends his summers. Your question. What is the name of the giant spider that attacks Frodo and Sam in The Return of the King?
I think I know this answer, but I feel like I'm.
And
I'm not entirely sure.
The spider bot.
Oh no, I'm definitely thinking of the Harry Potter.
All
That's
right. 5,
what I was thinking.
Oh, damn.
That's the Harry Potter spider.
2, and 1. Pens are down. Pens are down. Need an answer starting with Robert.
Sheila.
Sheila is
That
correct.
one.
Ace.
Of course.
It's Aragog, but that's
Oh,
Aragog.
you did the same one.
If I had a spider, I would name it Aragog.
Aragog sounds.
So Robert
I would name a
Parker
spider
takes his
Aragog.
first lead of all
Yeah,
time.
why
First
What is
lead
Aragog like
to
Latin
Vader.
for spider or something?
All right.
I have no clue
Gentlemen,
really,
fourth question comes in the category
but I'm sure
of
it's something because that's how
DC.
J.K. Rowling writes.
DC. Who played the man posing as Ra's al Ghul at the beginning of
that's a
Batman
good question.
Begins?
You mentioned DC. When we went to DC, what was your
yeah.
favorite place?
I know who Ra's al Ghul is,
DC was
like
when
who
I
actually
asked
is
for a
Ra's al
second
Ghul, but I
bacon,
can't
it's
think of
like
who.
it-
It's
also
not
Dr.
pretended.
Cheeseburgers at 4 in the morning.
It's not Ken Watanabe, is it?
1. Pens down. Going to you first, Ace. What do you
No
got?
clue.
Ken Watanabe.
That
Nailed
is correct.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Good job, Al. Woo!
All right. Robert Parker's still perfect. Ace right behind him with 3 points. Your next category is in the world of Marvel movies. I didn't say MCU, I said Marvel movies, so these could be anything.
All Blade
In the film
questions.
X-Men Days of Future Past, what government building does Magneto surround with a baseball stadium?
All right. Taylor
Oh,
Days of Future Past, also a great Moody Blues album. We're not doing
Is it really a Moody Blues?
I don't know.
Trivia show.
I know it's wrong, which makes it uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I would just say the White House.
I thought that's Pentagon.
Yeah, Pentagon.
We're looking for answers starting with Robert.
The White House.
White House is correct. Yes.
Okay. Pentagon is like
Government buildings. So
it's
they're
like 10 times bigger than
It's keeping
the
pace
than
here.
a baseball field, so.
Robert's got 5
Yeah.
for
Yeah, that makes sense.
This
I
is
mean,
the
stadium,
question,
I mean.
gentlemen. It's in the category of Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Visiting
What was the name of the Defense Against the Dark Arts professor in The Sorcerer's Stone?
What's his name?
I'm not a
It's
wizard.
Yeah.
Sounds like an important
Quill,
class.
isn't it?
I wouldn't want to skip out.
Right.
That would do,
Oh, I
go
saw
ahead.
the
okay.
Defense Against the Dark Arts again.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We need pens down. Pens down.
I feel like I'm
Ace.
wrong, though.
All right. You're going to start with Ace.
If it's a quiz,
Lockhart.
That's incorrect.
no, that's like a fourth,
Girl.
third or fourth one.
That
It is
correct.
Professor Quirrell. All right, 6-4. Robert leads Andres. The Spider leads Ace. Your next category is in the world of Star Trek. Star Trek. And the question is, which Star Trek movie was directed by William Shatner?
Ooh.
Lucy in the Sky. with diamonds.
Lucy.
Priceline.com.
Shouldn't sing.
TJ Hooker. TV's TJ Hooker.
Great in the Twilight Zone.
3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We need an answer. Starting with Robert.
Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier.
That is correct.
Ace. I said undiscovered country.
All right. Parker.
Spider trying to put some distance between him and Ace.
And he did. I feel like 3 points is a big difference inside of Innergeekdom.
Especially in first round.
Yeah.
MCU.
That's Marvel Cinematic Universe, guys.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I don't think anyone's seen any MCU movies,
Who
guys.
were the last 2
No.
surviving characters on Titan at the end of Infinity War?
The last 2. I'm just, oh man.
Oh, okay.
It's Robert Downey Jr.
That's a movie about
Yeah.
cars.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so Tony Stark.
And I 30.
Tony Stark and
5,
Nebula. Sorry.
4,
Yeah.
3.
I was still writing it.
I'm sorry.
Iron Man and Nebula.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Robert.
Tony and Nebula.
Yeah,
Well, we'll accept that as well.
take that. All right.
I mean, Tony is Iron Man after all.
It is Nebula. I'm
Yeah,
still-
I said Tony Stark.
Correct. We want to remind you to occasionally go outside. Your ultimate question in round number 1 comes to
Yeah,
the
I'm not
category.
sure about is whether or not that would have been challenged both ways. Since we were-
No.
Question is,
Well, I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, like, if you're going back to Parker, I mean, you gotta use every
Man,
single
in
thing you can get.
2099 in
My favorite
Spider-Man
movie.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Who provides the voice
Have you
of?
seen that movie, Ken? You would enjoy it.
I
telling you.
have not.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
this
I know. Tell these
name.
guys-
I don't know.
That's
I have no clue.
I know this name.
Oh, I didn't know.
Who is
2, 1.
Oh.
All right, pens are down. We need answers starting from.
You're right.
Could have been Antonio Banderas. I have no clue.
No, you're right.
That is correct. For a
The
point.
book, yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
Yes,
I was
it
thinking
does.
of. I was completely thinking
Yes, it
of.
does.
You know, all things considering,
Miles.
Gentlemen,
he's
playing
not
very
doing
well
that
and
bad.
Spider Parker on the verge
Not like,
of
don't get
a
me wrong, he's not a
in his very first match.
like,
If he get this
he's
last
not
question
getting
right,
like
it's all up to
perfect
you.
round like Parker is, but he's like doing pretty solid in his first match ever.
Yeah. Question 10, final one, comes to the category of mixed bag. Mixed bag. It could be anything, basically. What country does the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom predominantly take place in?
Oh.
Did you say the Indiana Jones?
It was
Wow.
written
It is
kind of
funny.
Ron Burgundy did, but
You kids like the Indiana Jones?
all right. So
Wow, why is
so
my
San
brain
Diego,
blanking?
Here we go. Coming down.
I can do.
Things to life.
3,
Freaks me out.
1.
I don't
Down.
know.
We need answers starting with Ace.
India?
That is
Nailed
correct.
it.
Yay.
That is impressive. And it is so cool to see the managers. Winston very excited about Ace's performance, and Kaiser cheering on Robert Parker like Kaiser is the father who's just now come back into his life, that Robert Parker has money to lend him. Robert, you got a perfect round number 1. 10 points, and now you get a bonus question. As Jesse, you don't have to write this one down. Just answer it whenever you feel ready within 15 seconds.
This guy's the Fred Lennon of Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Nice. Okay.
Hey, remember me? I'm your pops.
Oh god.
Robert, your question. Played Adam Frankenstein in the graphic novel-based film I, Frankenstein.
Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron Eckhart.
You called him Adam? That's great. You're correct. For a point. 11 to 7.
That movie's on IG now.
Frankenstein.
Damn,
Pleased to meet
Parker,
you.
get it.
All right, 11-7 going in the second
A lot
round
of
here.
points here, Ken.
Look, Parker is showing. Hey, this is what why he was in here. Why he was so heralded before he made his debut here.
Yeah.
Perfect round and the 10 question perfect round. So
Living up to the hype, nary a sweat.
nary a sweat indeed. Andres Cabrera had a good showing too. 7 out of 10 ain't bad. But that might not get you the victory if you keep that pace. He's got to step it up into round number 2. But Winston's on the desk right now, giving him some good advice, talking up to him. Kaiser's going up to him wearing a jacket that most baseball card owners had in 1987, and trying to talk to him as well. So we'll see. Round number 2, though, the wheel round, make or break.
Here we go.
Round
The
number
wheel
2.
round. The rules of play for round number 2, known as the wheel round. The wheel provided by Alex Marzonia.
Harry Potter.
All right, Marzonia.
Check out Marzonia on Spotify.
Hey, don't forget the Enye.
On that wheel, you're going to see 12 slices. You have spinner's choice and opponent's choice, and then 10 different categories of movie trivia schmoedown know-how. Once you settle on a category, because this is Innergeekdom, you're going to hear 5 questions from said genre of film. Each question's worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. We promise. At that point, the value of the question goes down to a mere point. So Robert Parker, you're sitting in the higher ranked chair, and deservedly so. After your first round perfect performance, you find yourself in a 4-point lead, 11-7 over Ace. Would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
We got time. We'll defer.
All right, he's got the pocket watch to prove it. Andres, make sure you take a sip of water.
Andres Ace Cabrera, rocking those.
Andres, fun fact, my dad's name is Andres.
Okay, we got Wizarding World, we got Mixed Bag, Star Trek.
Have at it. There it is.
Good fan, good fan.
Are there any new slices that were added this season?
I feel like there were. I can't think of them at the top of my head, but I do feel like I did hear about new slices coming in.
Yeah, I only remember like
Get it. All right, we're coming down to Star Trek.
He's not happy with that spin.
Go ahead and take this bag of Moki.
Look like my dad. I look like my dad being told he's got a vegan meal coming. All right.
Good spin, good spin.
Coming around. You got a good crowd. Oh, this was a hot ticket today.
It was
a lot of people.
It sold out early on
wanted to see this one. 2 young stars of the Innergeekdom League.
Yeah, mostly they just showing up here for Ace's jacket.
It's a great jacket.
Isaac of jacket wearers in my life.
That jacket, I dropped 200 easy on that jacket.
Oh, easily.
He's past opponent's choice. That's the good news.
Wizarding World.
He got the Wizarding.
That is his strength. It is his strength, but they both consider it strengths, which makes it.
Yeah.
What he wants.
So Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
If you don't know it, if you don't feel confident in it, just stick down to multiple choice. Don't let Parker take those points, man.
Of that guy. Your question, first of 5 in this round. Who physically plays Grip Hook, the goblin that lets Harry into his money vault in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
Jesus!
It's Warwick Davis, isn't it?
And I can just say these. I don't have to write it right.
You can say the answer.
Yeah, I know he plays Professor Flitwick.
Got 5.
I didn't know. I mean, like, did he do Grip Hook? I had no clue.
I can provide that. Is it A, Warwick Davis, B, Peter Dinklage, C, Kenny Baker, or D, Vern Troyer?
No.
Davis.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. I'm going to give you your options, and then you can wager a guess. Is it A, Warwick Davis, B, Peter Dinklage, C, Kenny Baker, or D, Vern Troyer?
D, Vern Troyer.
That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's physically
fun fact out there, Warwick Davis actually does the voice and plays him in Deathly Hallows, but Vern Troyer in Sorcerer's Stone.
So he definitely had to
All right.
because Vern Troyer passed away, right?
Andres, second of 5. What type
Wow,
of
I did
quill
not know that.
does Rita Skeeter use when interviewing the Tri-Wizard Tournament champions in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire?
What type of quill? Jesus! As someone that's holding a wand as we speak, this is like bonkers.
Is it A, the Peacock Writer Quill, B, the Auto Answer
Quotes
Quill,
quill.
C, the Smart Answer Quill, or D, the Quick Quotes Quill?
I think it's the auto answer.
It's obviously C.
Can I hear the choices without?
You can once,
one
yes.
time.
Is it A, the Peacock Writer
Wow.
Quill, B, the Auto Answer Quill,
That's a
C, the Smart Answer
deep
Quill,
one.
or D, the Quick Quotes Quill?
Quick quotes.
I feel like it's
Quill.
Isn't it fun to say? It's a point. You get a point for it.
There we go. Pulls it in 4. He's got 3 more.
All I took away from that, Danny, is that I'm a better fan than you are.
He has 3
Oh.
questions left.
it's true. I don't have any wands.
What
So.
is the name of the Weasleys' old gray owl?
Oh, Jesus. It's been forever since I've
I'll
seen
know
it.
it if I hear it. Multiple choice.
5.
Damn, these are tough.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Errol, B, Pigwidgeon, C, Hermes, or D, Harold?
A.
Errol. Oh, shoot.
Let's keep the answers again. A through. Can I do that?
That's going to be a JT roll.
Oh, it
You can do
is.
again.
5.
Take it. Take your JT.
Oh.
3.
You want to use it?
2.
No, Harold.
Yeah, yes. You said.
I
I said Harold.
Harold?
Yeah,
that is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
What was it, Harold?
Harold, B. Pigwidgeon, C. Hermes, or D. Harold?
A Errol.
It is, in fact, Errol for a point. It's a fair challenge.
That's true.
All right, so challenge on the board is that maybe the announcer, in this case me, gave away a little bit too much of the hand of what the answer could have been. So we will review the challenge and be right back with our rule.
Oh, wait, what's the challenge specifically?
Because he said Harold and Errol kind of sound familiar. So when
All right,
Mark
we are back,
asked
and
if he
after
was
a
correct,
3-hour deliberation,
I mean, you gotta challenge every single thing you can in this case.
Mark Ellis, coming to your city soon, did in fact show the hand a little bit and maybe give Robert Parker an easier time with the multiple choice.
even though
So
Parker
the
probably
solution
already
is
knew
to
it.
ask Robert Parker
But we will never know.
and
Technically.
provide multiple choice for that if he could get a 1-point steal. So Robert, your question, and I'm going to give you all your multiple choice options. You may not elect to answer the 2-point version. Which Horcrux was destroyed during the events of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Is it A,
come on.
Riddle's mother's ring, B, Helga Hufflepuff's cup, C, Tom Riddle's diary, or D, the diadem of Ravenclaw?
C.
Tom Riddle's diary.
I don't know what I just said, but he's right. That is 1 point. Steal. That's a steal.
2 more.
Got it.
It's the risky run, Ken. If you select a wedge that maybe your opponent knows as well, they can pick up some steals. That's what we see happening. However, Andre's still well within his reach to pull to within 1 of Robert Parker.
I think that was a good challenge.
2 more left. Base your penultimate question.
Solid challenge.
I
How
support it.
many years
Use everything you
had
can.
Professor Trelawney been teaching at Hogwarts when Dolores Umbridge had her fire in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix?
I'm gonna say like 15 or 16. That's
Like
then pops into.
almost 20 years or something. I can picture the scene.
I know, me too.
I'm like, oh my gosh, oh man.
Again, JT rule. How many years had Professor Trelawney been teaching at Hogwarts when Dolores Umbridge had her fire in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix?
Buddy, you okay?
I'm just gonna go. I know it, but I want to make sure. Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, 16 years, B, 15
Ah.
years, C, 13 years, or D, 11 years?
Marg. 16. I'm gonna say A.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 15.
5, 4,
15 years.
3. That is incorrect, Robert. For a steal, is it A, 16 years, B, 15 years, C, 13 years, or D, 11 years?
A 16 years.
That's another steal
Another
for
steal.
Robert
Woo!
Parker.
Another steal.
A lot of
14
thievery going on, and he finds himself with a 6-point advantage, and he hasn't spun the wheel yet, Ken. One more question.
Yep.
Uno más.
For Andres Cabrera.
Man, Ace.
In the world of the Wizarding World for 2 points. The query is, what
Same.
is the name of the location wherein the mysterious and shady Borgin and Burks can be found?
Nocturne Alley.
Nocturne Alley. Sorry if you hear my dog. My dog's asking to get out of my room, but
That's like my dog, not my dog. Not a word. My cat was like losing. That's why I was like over here, and I'm like, "Are you about to throw a fur ball or something?"
Or D, Zonko's Alley?
B.
A is incorrect.
Dang it, Ace.
Robert, for
I
another
think we
one.
might get knocked out in the second round.
I know. Who
B,
said that?
Nocturne
Didn't
Alley,
we just see
C,
that
Dragon
somewhere?
Alley,
Yeah.
or D,
Yeah, we did.
Nocturne Alley.
That's another steal for
Oh
Robert
my
Parker,
gosh.
Ken.
Between Hannah,
Thievery.
sorry, Hannah and Chandra.
And now his 8 legs are going to go up to that wheel and spin. He has
Yep.
a 7-point
It was
lead
also
right
a 2-pointer.
and a possible knockout if he gets a category that he likes. The kid has lived up to the promise so far. Robert, at you ready? You may step up to the wheel.
We are on the cusp of a TKO as well.
Hasn't even spun yet.
It could be a KO, could be a TKO.
Let's go see Baby
We're gonna have to do some
Parker.
math, possibly.
Yeah, I hate doing the math, but
That's right. Robert
Good
Parker
spin,
is
good
very
spin,
first
solid
spin
spin.
swinging it from the left side there.
in the Schmoedown. Meanwhile,
Lefty.
Kaiser dressed like a guy who's trying to sell him the wheel.
Kaiser will put you in that Cadillac and then
Oh.
steal it back.
Ooh.
Now, he could have spun Spinner's Choice.
Spinners.
Yeah, it's a knockout.
It goes
Already
there.
a 7.
What's he gonna put it on?
Spinner's choice.
I want to know what he puts it on for Spinner's Choice.
With his
Congrats.
Miller.
first
First spin ever.
How about that
Miller.
one? And he's going to select
Miller.
Really live every other Thursday.
Bringing back the Hobbit. Let's do this.
All right. Let's hope we can say all these names and words correctly.
That's why you are asking these questions. Now, the margin of victory one would need is 10 points in order to score a knockout. It'd actually be 11 points. If Ace finds himself trailing by 10 points or less, he is still mathematically not eliminated. We will go to round number 3. Keep in mind, Robert can get above 10 points in his lead and not knock Ace out because there is the possibility.
My brother, he wants to get another dog.
All right, you get 5 questions.
And before he adopted his current dog named Nugget, Chicken Nugget, he wanted to get 2 dogs named Beef and Cheddar.
The Ghai and Rohirrim that leads him to believe Merry and Pippin might be dead.
One of their belts.
That'll work.
There we go. Yep. Sorry. That's good. You good. You got it. 2 points.
2 points.
Made me worried, Ken.
There's notes down there. I hadn't.
There's
read
a lot
the
of reading.
notes.
It's tough to pronounce all that stuff.
All right. Second question out of 5 here, and this is the key one here. The wizard Radagast has what living under his cap?
A bird nest.
2 more points. All right.
That's right. I believe Kaiser also has birds living under his cap.
All right. We are in that range. You let me know.
All right, so it is 19-8. Ace not mathematically eliminated yet, still in it, and he's got to be prepared because if that steal comes, he's going to need to take advantage if he wants to move on to round number 3.
All
Take a steal, right, puppies?
Third question. What is the name of the great hall in Edoras that the king of Rohan rule from?
Arsenio.
Golden Hall of Meduseld.
That is 2 points there.
All right. And Ken, now we find ourselves at that moment. If Robert Parker can answer this question
Here it
correctly,
is, y'all.
he will have knocked out Andres Ace Cabrera in round number 2.
All right. Fourth question.
Am I feeling a TKO coming?
Of Smaug. What kind of light?
Not even PKO. Straight up KO.
Lonely Mountain.
Moonlight.
It's your winner by way of knockout, Robert the Spider Parker. Moonlight.
100% accuracy.
Oh, look at that big, like that daddy hug. Look at that.
And it is a 28 victory. Robert Parker living up to how well dressed he was entering the competition studio here today. The white lot.
23-8. OMG.
Andres did not get into his head, nor did Winston Marshall. But I will say this about Andres. Look, the kid ran into a buzzsaw today. He proved he has a wealth of knowledge in the Innergeekdom. But Robert Parker, that kid, may be next level.
Look, he was heralded. This is the reason why Kaiser's very happy, though a court-appointed mediator will be returning Robert to his mother. The dungeon keeps rolling on, man. Kaiser, though, you got to give him all the credit in the world. Drafted a great team.
He drafted him early, and a lot of people had question marks because as highly talented as you could possibly be, there's the unknown factor, and Kaiser didn't go out on that limb. He went out on the branch. He took a risk, and the branch did not crumble under the weight. Nay, it proved it was a mighty oak, and now we join the winner. Robert the Spider Parker, his manager, Dr. Toothpick, and Jen Sturger.
Yay!
Dr. Toothpick. Can that be his nickname?
Please.
Kaiser, this is an amazing performance for his first time out the gate. And a lot of people, I think, were doubting Robert Parker and your choice to pick him so early in the draft. What do you have to say to those people?
Kaiser's so stupid. He picked a kid who didn't miss a freaking question the entire game. Boy, I must really not know what I'm doing. You know what's going to happen? We're going to keep racking up points in the IG. We're going to murder this division. The dungeon isn't going to lose a match in IG, so everyone better get out their VHS tapes and blow off the dust. Get ready.
Well, eventually someone's going to have to lose when he goes up against Kaiser. Just saying.
When he goes up against Mets?
Sorry, Smets. When he goes up against Smets. One of them's going to lose. Just
like you lived up to the hype?
I mean, I think so. I guess we'll see what everybody else thinks. But, yeah, I feel really good about how I played today. I got to give lots of love to both Kaiser for drafting me and Smets, good buddy, for helping me out during this time. So, yeah, he wasn't able to be here today, unfortunately.
Oh, someone's coming. You can see the camera.
Having all that hype around you, put a lot of energy in yourself to get the victory today.
There was more motivation than pressure.
I was waiting for someone to sneak on and be like, well.
Rise to this occasion, actually make it
Who
happen.
do we got here?
Don't you think it's a little bit conflict of interest, though, Kaiser, that you have Parker and Smets on your team? Because let's face it, we haven't seen this dominant of a performance since Smets.
Where do you get these questions from? What are you trying to start something? Just trying to start some static?
I'm just saying it might be a conflict of interest, no?
No, winning is not a conflict. We're going to win. As long as belts stay in the dungeon, it's a good year for us. So I got 2 beasts. They couldn't be more hungry. Smets had them up at 2:30 in the morning and feeding them Captain Crunch and hamburger, quizzing them on Lord of the Middle Earth or whatever it is. And so, we got him ready. And there's no hype with a guy who never misses a question. He's a lethal man.
So I guess the next obvious question is, who do you want next?
You want to answer this?
It's a good question. Whoever thinks that they can step to the dungeon, I'm ready to take him on.
Ooh.
Nobody.
Oh, Kaiser. I love you and hate you in the same breath. Back to you guys.
All right, Ken Kaiser getting a free shirt from a Peaky Blinders.
Who would y'all want to see Parker go up against next?
Brendan Hannah.
Brandon Hanna? Ooh.
I feel like it might be a bit soon for that, but I feel like that'd be solid.
I have conflicted feelings about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want either of them to lose. Like,
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I do, but I don't.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. They're bringing props, guys.
It's fine. I mean, this is very standard. If you're not already doing so, you should listen to the Meaning of podcast with my boy RB3 here and my boy Ace.
What's her face? Emily Rose, Jacob.
Yeah.
People are saying this kid is the second.
That'd be a good match.
Oh, that would be a good match.
So,
Yeah, because
like,
she
he dresses
like
old
what
school.
1 and 2, I think, or something like that now.
Get it? He had an incredible match. He knew the name of a spider. I don't have time to figure out spiders' names. I killed them. I just not. Oh, that's his nickname.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
one
mean
and
that.
two.
I mean, like actual little spiders to be in your house, be biting you and be giving you giant welts. I'm gonna stop talking now. Like,
Y'all
stop,
don't kill your
'cause I put it in
spiders.
my mouth. I
Take
didn't
your
do
spiders
that.
and place them outside, please.
I was like, that spider had a family, man.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Don't kill spiders,
No,
y'all.
Andres, I know that you were probably disappointed in the fact that you lost, but to be fair, you basically, that was a Mack truck that you were out there against.
It was, and unfortunately, I still wanted to do better, and I knew I could have done better. I know Harry Potter better than what I showed, and I just happened to get questions that I didn't know, which is disappointing. And then once he had Opponent's Choice, and he got Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth, I was like, all right, this is game, set, match. It's done, and I'm if I lose to anyone, it's loses to him. I'm happy I lost to him. I actually like the kid quite a bit. So
Nice.
There you go.
Aw, very
God,
sweet.
kayfabe, you gotta reel this in, man. But so you had to be feeling a little bit beaten down when he started getting all those steals.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Because I thought if I had multiple choice, I would have had a shot.
Did you know those answers? And like the lights got to you? Because look, this is your debut. I mean, that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, I actually did.
This is, I feel like this is going to sound awkward and mean, but I'm, especially because I'm a small person, I always try to figure out how tall people are.
Yeah.
And Ace seems a lot shorter than I thought that he was. It sounds really mean. I feel like it.
That's the easiest category. It's like him landing on Opponent's Choice. Like, I mean,
Oh, I mean,
I know what a bad Will Smith would do to you. So, that's. Look, I'm gonna say real talk. This is my fault, man, because the last time I wore this during the Innergeekdom match, I got TKO'd. So that's my fault. I apologize. We will never see Goku in this place.
what's up with the quality of the video?
I have no idea.
We done with that.
Where it is right now. Let's see if I can
Thank
fix
God for
this.
that. I was wondering what was going on there. So
That's
what's
weird.
next, guys? We're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep doing this Innergeekdom thing.
Yeah, I'm down. I want to do another
Oops.
match. I feel like.
Oh, okay. I mean, so good.
I can learn. It's my first time in the ring, so
It's on 1080, so hopefully whenever it shows up on there, hopefully what y'all are seeing, it's not super blurry.
Is there anyone in particular that you're looking for?
It's someone that's not Robert Parker. Yeah.
I think Emily Rose would be a good matchup for
For
Ace.
a lot of
Yeah,
Innergeekdom
I agree.
competitors now, after seeing what just happened.
Well,
out
he
there.
just lost. He would have to get at least one win to go up against her, though, right?
Yeah, but she's talking about 2 losses.
You're always a class act, and thank you so much for
He's played 3 matches. I mean, he just lost 1. So I feel like you had to at least win 1 match before going up against her, but
It's
no.
I just don't know what they would do.
All
Yeah.
right, Ken. Well, who would have thought? Ace. I hope we can edit that interview out. A lot of 4-letter words not meant for the kiddies' ears.
Yeah. Look, such a nice guy. And
what a great
they're
Both of them.
chatting drip like they're my doctor
drip.
explaining my prostate problem. They're got a good team over there right now, and this is why I really do love and respect Ace as a commentator in this movie world. Making a podcast with him, RB3 Sabrina. It's really great
What about
content.
Chance Ellison?
That's who I thought for Parker.
Get back in the training room, kind of
Well,
try out.
Chance has only lost.
Parker, the
And I
swag.
Yeah, he's on one too.
Something to hear.
That would make sense.
So Ace versus
They're bringing all this resume to the game, and then they don't come through. And then this was a case of, yep, it's as advertised.
That's right. Both gentlemen, inspiring young minds, really have such positive energy. It's nice to have them around the studio. It's nice to have that youthful exuberance in victory or in defeat. Nice to see Robert Parker, the Spider, and Andres Cabrera, Ace, compete here today on the field of movie trivia battle. Ken, the last word goes to you. What does it feel like to watch these two young bucks just enter the prime of their life?
It makes me tired because I need a nap, but they're both great.
father?
The Innergeekdom division is actually better than it's ever been. We have had
Maybe there's more.
before, but now
Hopefully.
we have a robust roster of competitors. More questions, more Innergeekdom coming your way. And Robert's a magician, they say?
He can actually perform magic tricks. I've seen it, and I've been amazed. I've been horrified. The kid can bend spoons. Pigeons come from orifices. You did not know a pigeon could live.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get him to turn my Camry into at least a Hyundai. We're going to go in the backyard and figure that one out.
You can open for me a couple more gigs. We'll see what that payment looks like. And, Ken, we like to do this every so often. Everybody in the studio, how about a big hand for our crew here working so hard today? That's the best crew in the biz. You got Adam Smith there in the booth. You got Robert Butler III, not only advertising his podcast meeting up, but also helping us with the cameras. You got Alex Marzonia, Brandon Hanna, Dwayne Burke, Joey Boda, everybody else running around, Megan Sanborn. There's so many great people here today. And you, the viewer, another great person. Maybe I'm assuming a little bit too much, but I think you're at least a good human being. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching us and maybe supporting our patron, the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Select which tier is right for you today. And Ken, they can go to the schmoedownlive.com for upcoming live event tickets and all the stats and information your brain can handle.
Wait, Alex Bateman.
Let's say it's time for all the pregame and postgame
For who?
stats and stories.
Parker?
Parker.
For now, Cubs
They
win.
both won.
That's Harry
True.
Let me look at champion.
That's true. Let's see if we got anything coming up. Nope, we do not. So we can stop that. Get rid of that one right there. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. That's it. We watched Parker versus Cabrera, and Parker won in a KO. Wow, that was not a big surprise at all.
No, I definitely expected something like that coming in, but I mean, I think the scores are a little bit misleading because Ace did do pretty well in round one. It's just like round two did him in.
Yeah.
But like we haven't seen a knockout, a straight up knockout in a while, and especially in Innergeekdom where everyone's so good. So it's not surprising, but it is interesting.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like Ace, again, in his first round, like I said earlier, I think he actually did pretty solid. He obviously has so much potential. I really hope to see more matches with him. It just comes down to, really knowing his strengths and weaknesses and what he can do to really maximize on them. Like you said, I mean, he thought going into this Wizarding World was going to be a strength, but those were all questions he just didn't know. And that's, and that shit happens, it just so happens that Parker was able to steal like all the steals, all of them. So, so definitely stealing some tips and tricks for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a good way for us to see the difference between what a Harry Potter slice on a regular match looks like versus a Harry Potter slice in an Innergeekdom match. So those questions are way deeper than what I had expected them to be, which was really good. I like to see that because I know that we get a lot of deep cuts with the Lord of the Rings categories and with the Star Wars and Star Trek categories. So I'm really glad that they're doing more of these really deep cut ones for Harry Potter as well.
Yes. Who directed BVS? Or alternatively, how do you spell cats?
How do you spell cats?
Yeah.
So that's good. So congratulations, Dungeon. You got another win under your belt. 23 points go over to the Dungeon. Super excited about that. 8 points go over to Swag. That'll be totally fine. We got this. That's it. I'm super excited about this. I'm really excited to see where Robert Parker can go and where he can take this. I think that his hype is real, and I hope that this kind of a little bit. I don't expect it to completely because there's going to be plenty of people that watch this match and be like, well, let's see him do it again.
Yeah.
And kind of ignored that he literally got every single question right in this match. So
Exactly. I don't think how you cannot buy into the hype because he got 100% right. Like he literally can't do any better than that. So
that's very true. It was he also, I mean, but again, his strength. He was given essentially his strengths on both his for spinner's choice and his for his strength for his opponent as well. So I mean, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised at the same time that he was able to ace it. The second round, he was able to steal everything, considering it was his strength. Like I would expect him to steal every single question.
And those are going to be the arguments that you're going to hear from people that just are going to be like Robert Parker deniers. It's like, oh, well, that's his strength. Both of those were his strengths, and so of course he's going to get those right and stuff like that. But he still got all of those questions right, and so I think that people should start believing this hype. I think it's okay to get on the Parker hype train, y'all. It's totally fine.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see more of him and on Call Live to really kind of dive into, the challenge, for example, but also like really kind of theorize who can both these competitors that we love go up against next.
Yeah. So make sure that you check out Call Live. We're going to deep dive into this match on Call Live with Kelsey Kirkland. She hosts that show every Sunday. So make sure that you check that out this weekend so we can do a bigger deep dive into these matches, all of that good stuff. You can find me on Twitter at Danie Joy, DANIEEJOY. You can also find me here on the Call to Action Network every Monday on Chill to Action. We're recording this on a Tuesday, so yesterday we did the Ethan Irwin interview. If you get a chance to go back and watch that, please do. It is already aired. All of that good stuff.
So good. So much juice.
We had a lot of fun. It was a little bit of a shorter episode, so Paul and I did do a little bit of a Q&A afterwards. We brought Kelsey on and did a Q&A, so go and check that video out. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe on this one as well. So that's it for me. Nat, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at NatIce44, Facebook Nat Vu, and I think this premiered on Friday. So yesterday we had an episode, AAA Live, where we dissect Ethan Irwin. So it's an Ethan Irwin week. Check that out.
Is
yeah.
Alex, woo!
You can find me now on Twitter. Definitely give me a follow, and I'll probably follow right back. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I only follow like 50 people right now. But at real _ Alex Mack. That's where you can follow me on Twitter. But also you can find me hosting Schmoebates every single Wednesday at 9:30 Central, 7:30 Pacific. I host a little Schmoedown themed debate show at that time. And tomorrow I'm going to be actually having Kevin Smets going up against John Kaiser, his manager, that we just saw. So both of them actually. So that's going to be really fun to kind of go up against that. And next week, I'm going to be having the action guys themselves, Andrew Ghai and Ben Bateman, really kind of go head to head on next week's episode of Schmoebates. So it's going to be so much fun. Oh my God.
Can't wait for that.
It is. It's going to be amazing. So make sure that you all go back and watch. If you haven't seen the Smets versus Kaiser match yet, then make sure that you go back and watch that one as well. Make sure that you check into Schmoebates every Wednesday. Alex is doing an amazing job with that show, getting great competitors on there. It's a fun show. So definitely make sure that you check it out. Check out our AAA Live show. That is our most controversial show on this channel.
Most controversial show. Oh, and we're also available in a podcast form. Obviously, this is a Call to Action podcast, but you can find us in audio form as well. All of our shows and everything on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere podcasts are found. So you can find them anywhere there.
Yep, that is right. Make sure that you go to our Facebook and our Instagram page as well and like those. You can find us all over those socials. You can find us all everywhere. It's fun.
We try.
We do. We try.
We try to be very searchable.
That's going to be it for us on the Call to Action Network. Thank you so much to everyone who has checked out this Call to Reaction. This is Friday. We cannot wait for the next match to come up and to see everything coming up for this next week in the Schmoedown. Crazy times right now. We're ready to be entertained. Woo!
Oh, Here we are now, entertain us,
And like always,
give us more Schmoedown matches.
That's the remix I need to hear. Someone please clip that out. That's it.
SoundCloud.
Alex is going to be a SoundCloud rapper. That is going to be it for us today. Thank you all so much from everyone at the Call to Action Network. Thank you. And as always, we salute you. Woo!